Oh, well, sitting here silently. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Batcolyte. Having a little trouble getting the music going in time. I thought I was slicker than I am. But if anybody watching has a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that, and you're open to having your beliefs questioned, well, go ahead and request on up. I will be taking guests fairly soon. Not to debate or argue, not to shout you down or make you look silly. I just want to know if you can question your beliefs. Well, then what are those beliefs? And why do you believe them? That is, if, of course, you even know what those beliefs are. Do you know what you believe? Not just the name of it or what book you read, but what really do you believe? Every story, every word, every thought that you make up. And if you know what you believe, if you know the shape of it, what it does, do you know why? Have you really thought about the why of your beliefs? What it is that convinces you, compels you, directs you? Or is it something you choose? My momentary silences are much less effective absent the music, so hopefully I get that started soon. But let's go ahead and see. We're at 2,300 likes already. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. Also, well, welcome in to Spicy Meatball. I see a Duragon. Hello, Duragon. Marie's Spiritual Journey. It's good to see you again. Delilah's Scissors, a pleasure as always. Christian CMR, welcome in. Annie, welcome. Memory Wraith. And of course, Michael V. Always good to see you. And there's a Sally Belly joining us. Welcome. I know it sounds a little dry without the music. Everything feels a little off. I'm trying. The app is giving me all of the problems it can. Sally asks if I'm ready to question my perspective. Well, I'm always questioning my perspective with each perspective I question. Memory Wraith says sleepy time and questioning beliefs. They predict energy and vibrations. Yeah, that tends to happen quite a bit. So much energy. So many wiggles. What is vibration but a wiggle you can feel? we wiggling? What are we accomplishing with all this wiggling? Oh, I know what's missing. Yeah, we're probably going to bring down the YouTube trying to use everything on one network. That's probably why I can't get the music working. Not quite the music I wanted, but it's music nonetheless. If anybody watching has a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that, and you're open to having your beliefs questioned, oh, Echo, that was fun. Go ahead and request on up. I'm not here to debate you or argue with you. I'm not looking for shouting matches or deeply contentious, insulting, or whatever the fuck those are. Debates? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I just want to know if you believe in a god or gods or a higher power or anything like it. Well, what is it? What is it that you believe in? And can you even question it? And maybe we'll get to the why you believe it. I will have more questions, I'm thinking, either later in this live or in the next one. I have started a background, I just gotta finish. But we have this for now. The same question. Well, thank you, Libra. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it's more strange or soothing, but thank you. Either way. Yes, Memory Wraith. I am not looking to debate. Many of those who request likely will, but we'll see. Some of them might come ready for debate, come ready to shout, and then surprise us all, even themselves, by actually questioning their beliefs. Hello, Mateo. Good to see you. Who else has stumbled in? I see an Omnis. Welcome in, Omnis. Spicy meatball. Jesus, pleasure as always to see you. We're just getting started. We've been here for, oh, what whole? My thing says 12 minutes, but it's felt more like 5. I think that's the frantically trying to get the music app to work. I am going to leave that question to be answered by the comments. But there is nothing wrong with asking questions, Crystal. I wonder if any of us are believers who can question. It looks like maybe not yet. I know most of you I've questioned. Some of you have beliefs, but you're quite good at questioning them yourselves. But I wonder if anybody new has come through. I've seen a few names scroll past. If you're still here and you're new to the space, well, I'm not looking for debates. I'm not looking for arguments or shouting matches. This is a calm space to slow down, to hear the questions, and to think, and then give your responses. If you do have a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that, you're open to questioning that belief, well, go ahead and request up. I assumed as much both sidesing. I've interviewed you, and you're quite the questioner yourself. But we are looking for believers, those who hold some kind of belief in a god or gods, higher powers, or anything like that. If that's you, if you have that kind of belief and you're capable of questioning, curious enough or courageous enough, or whatever it takes, to actually question that belief, well, I'm very interested in talking to you. And not to argue, not to fight, not to have some deeply contentious disagreement about the nature of reality or the existence of your God. But I do wonder if you can question those things. The nature of reality or the existence of your God. Yeah, we lost the music again. This is what happens when I try to get things working right. But we can keep trying while we talk. Looks like we have a guest. Looks can be deceiving. Apparently. Well, if I can't bring you music, for the moment anyways, I can bring you crickets. Is this a different way to start the Batcolyte, right? Minus the music plus the crickets. Memory Wraith says they can bring the crickets too, but only when they tell jokes. I hope so, Libra. The app that I use is never usually this temperamental. So hopefully it's something easily fixed. And that's what it is. So while that fixes, now that I know what the problem is, we just need a believer, somebody who has a belief in a god or gods, some higher power or something else like that. I love the music too, Fizzy. I've just got to get it working. It's giving me just a little trouble. But it should be back up and figured out. Um, the day the music died, that's right, both sides. Except this one was much less fiery. Well, it is a Samsung, so we could see what happens, but it should be just a matter of time. Spicy Meatball says, I did always find pantheism interesting. I find it questionable. Interesting in some ways, but definitely questionable. Perhaps there is some God that is everything, somehow experiencing itself through us, but that raises a lot of questions. Well, they changed the layout of my music app completely after the update, so hopefully I can still find my loot. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Well, okay. Now that I have a whole new interface to learn for my music app, that's wild. But at least we have the music. Thank you so much to Paul, to Hannah, to Michael V. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate you. We are ready to start. If anyone has a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, curious enough, courageous enough, whatever the hell it takes to get you to question your own beliefs, if you have that in you, well, go ahead and request up. I'm, I'm not here to debate you. I don't want to shame you. I have no intention of insult. I just want to ask you some questions about what you believe to see if you can question. And don't feel bad if you fall asleep, Libra. Um, I'm not going to, but it might be a lot. But I appreciate all of you for being here, whether you stay up with me and ride through all the questions, or if you just here for a few minutes or hours, or if you just come in to hear me meander around saying the same belief in a god or
gods while you fall asleep. Well, no matter what, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you all for tapping us up to 15.
Oh, I know what I'm forgetting to do. I haven't even done shared a story. There we go. And a repost over here. So there we go. And if you get that opportunity to reach down, hit the share button, and repost it or share it to your story, that helps people who follow you see it on their FYP. And we always want more people to question. I miss the old music app. Now I don't know where the loot is. Nope, we're gonna go through every track until we find it, because they hid it. I'll be really depressed if they got rid of it completely. Oh, and they added music. I wonder what this one is. Oh, that's exactly what we need. Hello, Alex the Nihilist. Doing well. How are you? We're all just sitting around waiting for anybody with a belief and the courage to request up. I don't think that was the word I was about to use. If you can question your beliefs, well, go ahead and request on up. I found it. And it put us in the forest again, of course. There we are. I'm just going to sit here messing with the music app until we have somebody actually capable of questioning their beliefs. How likely is that? Seems strange that we haven't had very many. Yes, we're channel surfing the music right now. That we haven't had any believers. Not really very many in the last few days. Oh, that was loud. Yep. It's gonna make poem time very fun, because I don't have buttons anymore to tell me what track I'm clicking on. questions can be scary for believers. I know both sides. You never would have thought it until it happens while you're trying to find a believer capable of questioning. Trackdale, that is a good question. I suppose, since you're asking, well, potentially asking me, I would say that believing a God exists is just that, accepting something as true, that it exists. Believing in a God sounds more like putting faith in it, not just being true, but being for you, somehow beneficial, somehow wanting for you. I don't know, that's just where my mind goes. That is true, Libra. They can get defensive or aggressive to questioning, but usually questions are the better route to go than contentious arguing or telling someone that they're just wrong. I find that to so rarely work. Okay. Okay. I'm not an idiot. I'm just slow sometimes. There it is. It does exist. Where are all the believers? I mean, I'm contented, I'm happy, I'm comfortable, but I'm also going to be left being awfully quiet if there's nobody to talk to. No believers to question, no gods to examine. If anyone does have a belief in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that, I think this is the longest I've gone after a start without a request. Oh, well, there's one. Look at that. As soon as I start to wonder if anyone exists in the world. Hello, ordinary Supergirl. Can I get your age for TikTok TOS?
Hi, and I'm 43.
Do you have a belief in a god or gods, a higher power, or anything like that?
I've been one of those people since I was a kid that kind of knew what the world was about in the universe, and I'm already getting nervous, but I used to envision it in my brain when I was little. It was like a rainbow, um, vibrating like intellect that you could tap into. I think
Okay.
it's hard to explain, but I was brought up Catholic, Christian or whatever, and that never actually
That
came
never took.
right. And on my mom's side, we actually have a thing we call the knowing, where we're kind of sensitive. And
So to clarify, you don't believe in the God of the Bible or a
no,
God like that?
not one entity at all. Religion.
Fascinating. So you would pick the gods of Norse mythology:
No.
Thor, Odin, Loki, Freya.
different planets, gnomes, engineers, and all that. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Marvel Norse mythology, not actual
No,
Norse
uh,
mythology.
the gnomes and stuff were part of. There was like engineer planet stuff too.
Where were the planets?
I just mean like universe. There's multiple gods. Like I was into Greek, Roman mythology, Egyptian mythology.
I see. So you like mythology, but you just kind of find that interesting. Otherwise, you
Not
don't believe in a god per se.
no, not one entity controlling everything. No, no, please.
Not one entity controlling everything. Maybe multiple entities.
I think of like the roots of a tree. Like that's like the universe. Um,
That's, I mean, it's a metaphor, but I'm still not sure what you believe at all. I've asked you if you believe in a god or gods, higher power, or anything like that. You said you used to be a kid who saw how things worked. Everything was a rainbow. And then you said that you might believe in the Norse gods, but I still don't know what you believe.
okay.
Like that is because I mean, yeah, you don't believe in the Christian God. You don't believe in a singular controller. You said the universe is like roots of a tree. That doesn't tell me
So I
what
believe
God you believe in.
our souls. I believe in reincarnation. I believe
What is a soul?
our souls are vibrational energies that
What
exist.
is energy?
Um, everything. I don't know. We can come from somewhere else, and we come here to experience emotion, pain, all that.
So our souls are vibrational energy, which is everything. So our souls are everything.
Everything is energy and vibrations. Like
Is everything soul?
no, I mean yes. If you're living, it has a soul. Yeah.
Is everything soul?
Is everything soul? Um, I mean, energy and matter cannot be created or destroyed, but then
In a closed system. You stated one of the laws of thermodynamics. You forgot the part everyone forgets. In a closed system. So I don't know what energy being created or destroyed has to do with if souls are everything.
well, how do we know we're in a closed system?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know that we're in a closed system or an open system. So saying energy cannot be created or destroyed when I still don't know what energy is other than a soul, according to you, that would mean souls cannot be created or destroyed.
Right.
But then again, that would also imply that we're in a closed system, and we don't know if the universe is a closed system or not. So I don't know
But
quite where we're going with
don't
this.
radio waves keep going? Like, not everything has to be like
What is energy?
um a pulse. Like it just is what exists. Just it's kind of like it goes through the universe, it reincarnates, goes back, and comes back again. I don't. It's kind
What
of
is
hard.
it though?
Everything, us, everything's connected.
Everything is energy. Energy is everything. Soul is energy. Soul is vibration. Soul is everything. They're just. It sounds like. It sounds like you have an idea of a thing, and you don't have a word for it.
Right,
And so rather than using
make a word
some
for it.
unique word or trying to find a way to describe it,
Yeah.
we say things like energy, vibration, soul, frequency, probably. I think I just added that one.
No, but
But you
that's
probably would use that.
yeah. It's just weird. It's there's something like ever
Is
since
it
I was little,
possible?
I felt in my heart and my soul.
I didn't hear you. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I
you
said
kind of cut out there.
sorry. Since I was a little girl, I just knew some things that were true, and I still do, and I feel blessed to still be the same. Um,
Right, but so far, this knowing has absolutely no way of like being communicated, does it? Because you've said
well,
you've said energy is frequency, is soul, is everything.
right.
And I've gotta just wonder, ordinary, what's the difference between saying, anything layered, or that can be described as layered, as a sandwich. So since everything is layered or can be described as layered, everything's a sandwich. So sandwich, soul, energy, it's all kind of the same thing now, isn't it?
Sandwich. So,
We're
yeah,
just using a word for something that may or may not be there. Um, to kind of describe a thought that doesn't
how do
describe
you
it,
know?
but energy, or
Everywhere and nowhere.
do you hear the way you describe it by using prepositions? It is everywhere, it is nowhere, it is around us. Um, those indicate that what you're talking about is a thing in the category of noun.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
So a thing that is everywhere, a thing that is in front of us, a thing.
Hard to put a name to it, to be honest.
How do
Obviously,
you know that there is this thing?
I just felt it in my bones.
You felt it.
Yep.
What is it that you felt?
This weird vibrational connection and with things, and
Could you be talking about an emotion?
no,
Not an emotion.
it's like this universal knowledge that people can tap into, or we're all tapped into.
Yeah. So, um, tap in how? What does tapping into mean?
Um, Mentally or spiritually
What does
connected
spiritually mean?
to a universal knowledge.
What does spiritual mean? Dancing with the phone right now. It sounds like you're getting louder and quieter, like you're moving it back and forth,
Never make
wrestling
fun.
with it.
Sorry. No.
Every movement of the phone makes it harder to hear you.
Oh, my bad. I have an old phone. I'm sorry.
If it's in a case, it might be shaking in the case.
It's in a shitty rubber case. Okay, I took it off.
That might help.
That's better. Sorry. There were just some feelings like they have been.
Every time you have a gut feeling, it's isn't right.
I college when I was 18.
That's fantastic. I'm sure everybody clapped. That doesn't. If you're right, I'm sure everybody clapped. Is it universal truth? Your brain is doing intuitively.
Pattern recognition.